This is an election year, and the ongoing violence in Oakland is going to be a huge challenge for the person who becomes Oakland's next mayor.
KRON 4's Dan Kerman joins us with reaction from another council member who is running for the city's top job. Dan.
That's right. They're definitely going to have their hands full, whoever wins that post. Last hour, we heard from Lauren Taylor, who showed up on the scene here. This hour, we're hearing from Treva Reed, also a council member, also running for mayor, in terms of what's next.
While we've made some historic investments into our Department of Violence Prevention, Intervention, and Healing Trauma Care, we need to double that. It's not enough. We need to be doing more. We need to do more in partnership with OUSD. We put, I believe, $2.4 million into programs to really show up with restorative justice measures, with training and curriculum and violence interrupters on sites and community-based organizations. But we also need to have representation from those who've been most impacted, showing up for our students, working with those who are most at risk and those who are exposed to violence to really come up with ways that we can mitigate and address the issues that have been involved with retaliatory practices that have not been restorative in nature. We've not given our children enough activities. We've not given them the internships and the mentorships to come alongside them and really support them where families have been struggling. I declared gun violence a public health crisis last year, and that resolution was certainly heard and supported by my council colleagues. But it was also a call to the county to invest more deeply into life coaches, into the emergency relocation, into housing, into food security, into mental behavioral health services that are needed. We've got to address those deeper root issues while we work to address how we mitigate and resolve these issues of violence that have been rising with group and gang violence.
That's Councilmember Treva Reed, who is running for the office of mayor in the city of Oakland. As you remember, just last week was the most violent week in Oakland for this year. Just yesterday, the police chief announced that they were deploying additional officers, putting officers on overtime to do what they can to curb the violence. But he also made the point that things are not going to turn around unless the community steps forward to do their part. Live in Oakland, Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.